friends, welcome back to my channel. Look what's back. So if you are new around here or you haven't seen my Tbr cart, I bought them to stay in my library so that I could put like my most anticipated releases. Actually, I had two of them. One of them was going to be 5-star predictions, must-reads, most anticipated books. And the other one was going to be for like self-destructing books and the books that I'm not as excited for. Let's take a momentary break for Jellybean. This is Jellybean. He is one of my doggos. I have two of them. He is the star of my channel. I ended up taking both of them to my classroom, and one was being used for my cart in the library. Like if my students are in the middle of reading a book, then they can put a bookmark in it and then put it on a cart. And the other one was just a mess. It was in my little office area. I mean, it's my classroom, but I have one of those like U-shaped tables, horseshoe tables. If you're a teacher, you know. But you have like your little area, and then you can usually have up to 5 kids in a small group, and you get to work with them more personally and help them get the knowledge that maybe they need a little more help with. And we're going to take one more small break for Bella Boo. This is Bella. Yeah, she's my other doggo. So I have 2 doggos. I kept one of my carts at school because it works really well for the kiddos that are in the middle of a book. They put their bookmark in it, and then it's just in the library for them, so no one else takes their book. I love that idea. But I did take this one home with me. Figured for this video we could just go through every shelf, and I don't know how often I'm going to do this video where we put books on my Tbr or on my Tbr cart, but I figured we could go through every single shelf, and the ones that are like screaming out to me or the books that I really want to read, I can put up here, and then we can kind of go through my Tbr cart together at the end. Alright, let's do it. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I just went through all the books that I'm excited for, so like all the books on my shelf. And I did, last time I did like 2 shelves, so there's a shelf on this side and then a shelf on this side. This time I'm just doing like the books I'm super excited for, so let's talk about it. Okay. So at the very top are some arcs that I'm really excited for. I was debating if I should put all my arcs up there, but the other arcs, like I didn't buy that one either. I mean, I didn't get that one sent to me either, but I am super excited for it, and it's on my must-read for the year. But this arc was sent to me, and I haven't read it yet. I think that might be the only one I haven't read yet that was sent to me. But these are arcs that I'm super excited to get to, and I really should. Then these are just thrillers that piqued my interest the most. There's Good Girls Die First. This is a young adult thriller in which these 10 people get invited to this amusement park, and then they're supposed to be competing for a scholarship, but I think instead people are going to die. Then there's Love and Theft, which is a Las Vegas heist type story. Sounds good. Two Truths and a Lie is about a game, but it is kind of set during the summer. It's like a beach. So I'm not sure if I want to read that right now. I mean, I kind of do, even though it's fall and it doesn't fit the season. I'm not really a seasonal reader. I like to recommend books, and I like to say that I'm a seasonal reader, but I don't think I am. I just am a mood reader. Then Just One Look is like the stalker type story. I love stalker stories. H.P. Lovecraft, he's been on my TBR for a while, and I just really, really want to read something by H.P. Lovecraft. But the size of this book scares me a little, because, like, she's chunky. She's pretty chunky. 600 pages. Like, exactly 600 pages. Then there's a few romances that sound pretty good. Like, Fix Her Up is the start of a new series for me. And I just really want to read that. Then A Dog's Way Home by W. Bruce Cameron. I might want to finish A Dog's Purpose, like the trilogy. I've read 2 of them. I might want to finish that trilogy before I start this one. I haven't decided yet, because it breaks me every time. Then there's 20 Times a Lady by Karen Bosnick. This one's so funny. I really need to read it. Accidentally Engaged, Fake Dating is one of my favorite tropes. And then Mr. Nice Guy. It's about this guy named Lucas, I think his name is Lucas. He gets this job at Empire Magazine, and to go celebrate, he goes out drinking, and he sleeps with Cameron, who is the journalist at Empire Magazine where he now works. She does a column about sex, and yeah, I'm very interested in reading this. Then I have a bunch of non-fiction books that sound pretty good. There's Wasted, a memoir of anorexia and bulimia. That's not something that I've ever have suffered with myself, but I know how big of a problem it is, and like I just want to educate myself a lot on that. Unsolved Deaths, Arrested, Serial Killer Timelines, and Unbelievable. These are all true crime books, so I might have a problem with true crime. I might love it. Then there's The Honest Life and Pretty Happy, Jessica Alba and Kate Hudson. I just really want to read their books at some point. Like, why not make myself read it now? And then these 2 are supposed to be right here. There's Classical Mythology and Robert Frost Poetry. I have read a lot of Robert Frost poetry, but I haven't read this edition, and I do really love his poems. Then I just have this little stack of kind of a little bit of everything. I think these might be my 5-star predictions. Because, yes, I got them off my 5-star prediction shelf. So, The House Next Door by Darcy Coates, haunted house type of story, so maybe I could read that soon. I don't know, it's not on my TBR for October, but it would be cool. There's Poison Study by Maria V. Snyder, which yet again is the start of another series. Simmer Down, which I have recently found out that I love a good romance that has some kind of foodie type plot. And this is like these two food trucks both serve Filipino food because they're both Filipino. And then there's this like kind of war between the two trucks, but you know, rivals to love, hate to love, which is another one of my favorite tropes. And I'm excited for this. If you have any ideas for like foodie type books, I know specifically romance. I love foodie types romances, but if you have any ideas, regardless of if it's a romance or not, can you let me know in the comments below of any foodie type books, you know, like food competition shows, food truck wars. Love and Other Disasters takes place on the set of a food competition show. If you have any ideas like that kind of foodie book, please let me know, because I need more of those in my life, like yesterday. Thank you. Then the last two are a couple of thrillers. There's The Woman Inside by E.G. Scott and A Woman in the Dark by Vanessa Savage. Our last little section on the bottom is my two Taylor Jenkins Reads books that I have not read yet. I will read everything Taylor Jenkins Reid related. I'm just catching up on all of her books because I had no idea how amazing of an author she is. So highly, highly recommend. But I have Malibu Rising and I have Forever Interrupted. Forever Interrupted is going to break my soul, and I'm not quite ready for that. Then there's The Flasher by Beth O'Leary, which this one I actually own on an audiobook, but I wanted the physical copy because I think I'm going to love it. Then there's Archie Volume 5 and Archie Volume 6. Those will be the end of the Archie series for me. Nevermore by Jessica Townsend. The Trials of Morgan Crow. I guess there's this girl named Morgan Crow who was born on the unluckiest day of the year, and on her 11th birthday she's supposed to die. That sounds very morbid, but I think there's some kind of like fantasy element. It's middle grade, so I'm not entirely sure what to expect from this book. But Gavin from How to Train Your Gavin loves this book. I'm not really a middle grade reader, but there's something about all the people that love this that just made me want to read it. So I am going to be bringing this into my classroom after I read it. My goal, I don't know how likely it is, but my goal was to read it in November and bring it to my class in December. I'm thinking maybe November, December, I can read it kind of somewhere in there and bring it after winter break, after Christmas break. Then there's Before We Were Young, Before We Were Blue. This one takes place at a girls' treatment facility for bulimia and anorexia, eating disorder type place, and it's probably going to be really hard-hitting, and I want to read it. Then there's, these three are, I thought I had 4 left. Okay, well, for right now, these are the 3 that are left on my 24 books to read in 2022. Me and my friends did this book exchange, gift exchange type thing last year, And all the books that they gave me ended up being my must-read books of the year. I think I have 4 left, but I can only find these 3. If I find the 4th one, if I remember what the 4th one is, I will add it right here, but I feel like that's pretty good. That means I've read 20 of the 24 that I was supposed to read, and it's like early October when I'm filming this, so I feel like I can read the last 4. Bella is back, and it is time to say goodbye, so I just want to say thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new around here.